afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, another riveting, another amazing Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, Master Propaganda, Hero of the Reich, Defender of the Fatherland, your Lord and Master. Off here to a 1 vs 1 on crossing in the woods to the north. We got Vonivan fighting here for the Soviet Union, Socialism, Comrade Stalin, taking on the role here of the 7th Mechanized Corps, ready to blast the fascists out of the woods here under the command of Price, fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland, rolling out here with the Großdeutschland Panzer Division with mechanized assault, Encirclement, and Jaeger infantry with Panzerfaust, Panzergun infantry bulletins versus Vonivan Scout motor with triple infantry, noting by for increased production of conscripts, and noting both players are going for double engineer or double pioneer. So in this case, it's for Vonivan to connect us up with Special Rifle Command fast, but for Price, it's actually just can seize territory faster here with the pioneers. An interesting opening, and again, it's one I'm seeing amongst some more higher ranking Wehrmacht players as of late. It's not to say not something all go for, but there's definitely some that go for just going to push more territory in the early game and sort of play a bit more aggressively. So it's an interesting thing to note there. They'll sometimes go for machines, they don't all as well, so that's going to be an interesting bit here. Does Price go for an MD-42 or just rely on Grenadiers? Meanwhile, their points being secured. We got an early scout cast out here for Vonivan. He wants to rush down his opponent, put him onto the defensive aggressively for the motherland. Constant moving up out here, quick landing times, maybe some sandbags around it up, defend the area a bit more easily, but that's not going to happen. We're going to have a first engagement between conscripts and pioneers falling back. Price still going to try and grab the munitions, but he's not of course going to try and shoot it out with the conscripts. That's going to be a waste of manpower and some rather weak unit preservation there from Price if he did that. But overall here, pushing westwards, going to do is basically screening off as the pioneers securing here. Second Grenadiers got much support here, so basically got two groups formed up for Price, one Grenadier, one pioneer. As for now, I'm sort of focused mostly eastwards, and we got the scout cut in the east with engineers in it. Certainly a nice little combo force there, and once you add the flamethrower, it becomes really difficult to deal with. So for now, he's going to be getting in very aggressively versus Price is going for another Grenadier squad. No sign of MD-42s here in the early game. And certainly versus this kind of opening here from Vonivan, it's going to be a pretty good choice he went for that, because the MD-42 would be a bit vulnerable to it, but the Grenadiers with the Panzerfaust can counter, particularly since they do have the increased range bullets in there attached to them. Pioneers have been waiting down of using this engagement. Price just holding up, getting in more infantry. He might be hoping he can sort of somehow, well, stall a bit longer, but that's not going to work out. Movement here in the west. Overall slow progress there. Very slow, more constant way there for Vonivan and the 7th Mechanized Corps. A Mechanized Corps, by also the equivalent of a Western Armoured Unit or Division. Panzer Division or whatever you call it, since it was more of a combined arms formation versus a tank corps. Was sort of just mostly tanks with a bit of infantry, but not a lot of other things. And very importantly, a corps was sort of divisional equivalent, because due to the loss they suffered in Barbarossa, a lot of changes were made sort of as to how many units went so and so on such a level. So a corps was basically the equivalent of a division that way. Fun fact. But there you go. We got Encirclement here though from Price. Encirclement. Fancy that. Panzerfaust and the scout car doesn't quite take it out. The conscript's going to bring in there. He's going to probably try and take out the scout car. We got back here, bunkers up there for Price. It's like going to be a medic bunker, obviously. He's speeding up with minesweepers. He's worried about Price. They're laying down some early mines. Might even try to discourage him from laying down mines, but just saying, I've got minesweepers already. You try and do anything about that, you fascist pig. Snipers flying up for now. That's going to try, of course, be here to bleed out Price. Of course, in this regard, ambush training can certainly make it a bit harder for the sniper to do what they want and can sort of hide up some units in the right places. He might even have a chance of Price and the snipers in return. Infantry one being repaired here. Almost good to go. Got this flanking up behind the conscripts here. That's the recent easy engagement here, but also got troops coming from the other side. He might try and basically set up here so he can increase the chance of wiping the conscripts, punishing for 9 for this possibly a bit too over-eager move. We'll have to see if it works out though. I mean, chance aren't full in there. We've got the scout coming in as well. Close though, close, really close here. Comes taking a lot of damage there, running down negative card, but looks like they're going to get away with it. Sniper team setting up here, and there you go. Poor Jurgen is stopped. Comes there, makes it away with just one man. Sliver of health, but he makes it. Very close there, very close. Is Price taking up? Yes, indeed he is. So triple Grenadiers, double Pioneers here versus Vonivan's double conscript, double Engineers. Sniper scout car opening. Certainly some slightly less unusual openings we've seen here from both players. Conscript Engineers moving down, that's now backing up. Here in the east, we've got Pioneers securing eastern fuel point. Grenadiers pursuing the scout car as it falls back rapidly in the face of the fascist pursuers. And we got the flamethrower up there as well. We can see that Price was trying to not just instant retreat the Grenadiers, he doesn't want to risk getting caught here by the scout car on the retreat. And there we go, once it's contained, he knows the scout car is not have a chance of wiping his Grenadiers as they retreat, he retreats them. So that's some advantage in the preservation there from Price. Like to make a nice company up, could go for a scout, could help counter the M3A1. Now, of course, other options as well. Theoretically, go for Panzer Grenadiers with Panzer Strike, so that would be a bit overkill. And of course, there's the Pack 40. But Price has been experimenting a lot with Panzer Grenadiers with Panzer Strikes as late, possibly in anticipation for the buff they're going to get. So there's a chance there he might in fact be aiming for that. We'll find out. We'll find out, though. It is worth noting, despite having the munitions, he's not upgrading any of his Grenadiers with the light machine guns. So it could very well be what he's planning. Could very well be what Price is planning. Now he's going for the 2-2. Alright, in which case he probably should go for some light machine guns on the Grenadier here. Of the course, now he goes for the scout car. Or the scout car half track. 251. So that's going to be the flame for half track, most likely to burn through the Russian infantry, meaning he's not too worried about the scout car. He's more worried about the infantry and the sniper and wants to counter them harder, because currently the scout car is not a particularly good sniper counter. So I mean, if you want to counter it, you usually go for the flame for a half track, since that one works a lot better. Partly because it's less accuracy based against the flamethrowers and how they work, so it's not particularly concerned about that, meaning the sniper's usual retreat bonus doesn't quite as well apply. So the flame for a half-tech is in many ways the better counter at the moment. Got Mote here from Vonivan with Guard Rifle on the way. Flampan's about in there slowly on the way for Price. He's got the half-tech and just needs to out the flamethrowers. Snipers that repulsed easily, but of course not killed or even sort of severely wounded. Going to do this here versus the scout car. Can't easily approach with the flamethrower, blows just a 50 cal machine gun, which actually can do a large amount of damage. Bit of fighting on the western fuel pond there. Flying manpower. He's going for Panzer Grenadier here. Hardened German infantry, and there you go. Moving in here, trying to cut off the retreat path. Of course, get a wipe here. There we go. Boris caught on fire. Sergei and Petrov might soon follow after. Run, Petrov, run! Oh, never mind. You're borscht or something. And that's going to be a wipe there, most likely from Price's Flampanzerwagen. There we go. Better loss there for Vonivan. 240 manpower gone in the blink of a very incendiary eye. Snipers hanging about here. Going back the fuel point, still that's going to give Vonivan a bit of a fuel lead here, or Price further. That's definitely something Vonivan wants. There you go. Quick push for a fast T70 here versus Price. Again, Price could go for Panzer on the Panzer Grenadiers to try and counter that. Again, would be an interesting choice, but it is one Price has very much been experimenting with as of late, sort of in terms of tactics. And there you go, Guards rifling inside the scout, going straight for the flame for half-tech. Price is caught in a really bad spot, but he can't easily maneuver the half-tech out of that spot, so that's pretty much an instant kill here for Vonivan on the flame for a half-tech. Like, he'd have to be somehow stupidly lucky for that not to happen. It almost happened though, it almost happened, but there you go. Guards rifle almost guarded. He still doesn't quite get the scout car. It somehow managed to pull away there with a sliver of health, and the guardsman largely safely in it, except for Sergei, who got up himself a bit of a tan. Stormtroopers out. He's going to try and ambush here the scout car with them. That's his first use of the doctrine, I think. No sprint, and guardsman away though. He really wants the scout car dead, but that means he's exposing his stormtroopers to a lot of firepower from the guardsmen. Even got he really wants to dip, because again you can see that he can be really potent. So there you go, forced to retreat the stormtroopers, meaning that just ended up doing him absolutely nothing. Bad news there for Price, bad news for the Großdeutschland. Snarb is here being rushed by the pioneers before retreating, and not before putting an end there to poor Fritz. Guardsmen loading up here, DP light machines weather for Vonivan, T70 almost done. Price has currently got no weapons to deal with it. Again, it would seem he is leaving himself here in the situation where he's going to have to go for Panzerschrecks to deal with it. But he could still, of course, go for a Pack 40. But again, knowing Price, I certainly suspect it's going to be the Raketen Panzerbüchse, or rocket anti-tank rifles. Fun fact. That's basically sort of what it roughly translates to. T70 sweeping in there. Pulling them back there to save territory. And there you go. I believe he hurt the T-70 there, so he's immediately upgrading before retreating, so he can at least that way ensure he doesn't lose any time on the upgrade, because he wants to put as many big rockets into that T-70 as possible. Of course, the scout car getting hammered with him doesn't hurt on. In this case, he's now popping in minesweeper units, probably to help ensure he doesn't get caught by Telemann and destroy it that way. So, clever move there by Vonivan, certainly showing the utility of the M3A1, I would say, splendidly. And we got reconnaissance in the T-70, just to ensure they don't get surprised by anything either. He advanced recon party there from Vonivan. He goes for the cutoff point. Well played there, very well played. More comfortable way there for Vonivan. And we got the Guardsmen flying up here by the center victory point. We got the Panzerix up. Of course, he won't be able to surprise Vonivan unless Vonivan doesn't see it by paying attention somewhere else. But there we go. Engages. Scout coming in. And away. Good raid tactics here by Vonivan versus Price. There you go. Rockets flying. One connects with the T-70. Leaving quite a mark. And Gunners versus Engineers. In the centre we got Pioneers versus Scout car about to get wiped out. Oh dear, that's going to be what I think for Price. He's not retreating and it could end up being too late here. Stormtroopers rushing for the Guardsman here, but that... Oh, there we go, bomb grenade. Ooh, poor throw there in a sense. Still, didn't do pulling. There you go, Panzerix versus the T-70 again. Fritz a bit too slow there. D to the guy rocket off. Almost took it out, but Price is taking quite a thrashing here from Vonivan at the current moment. His men are dying valiantly for the fatherland, but not really getting the other bastards to die for their motherland, which of course is a bit of the issue here for Price. Got the sniper release pushed away, but control wise it is looking a bit rough here for Price. It is looking a bit rough. He does have the take up that he can go for the support core, but he won't be able to pull up with anything from it as soon as he'd like to, I imagine. So we'll see what happens here. Note, by the way, this configuration of 2 Panzerix in one team was actually how anti-tank teams with Panzerix were organised. Like, they just form up these sort of 4-man teams. Some, of course, with the Panzerix, and of course the others would be carrying around rockets, loading, and, you know, providing fire support. So a little fun fact there. Also, another fun fact, as the war progressed, that actually, for example, for the Volkskrone divisions, take away the anti-tank and replace them with just large formations of Panzerschreck Panzerjägers. In part because they're lighter than the anti-tank guns, and thus they didn't need as much logistical support. Of course, the chaps operating them weren't necessarily quite as keen on that, since of course they had to get closer to the tanks, and you know they didn't want to do that. Anyway, Stormtroopers about here, no assault rifles yet. He doesn't have the munitions for it. Obviously, the Panzerschrecks eat up quite a bit there. Concept rolling in there. Ooh, Ravering, not quite yet. And he got a fuel cache up for now. He's really setting up. He's taking advantage of the lead he's got to just further build up a lead here versus Price. Very good work there. Very good work. Storms have to retreat. I mean, the only thing... Oh, there we go. I was about to say he's doing is actually mining up. But there we go. Now Vonivan is mining up as well here. His next goal, I think, should definitely try to be just push ahead for like the Mechanized Armor Company and T-34s as soon as possible. And always get down more mines. Get down a lot more mines. Price is doing what he can, hitting left, right, focusing on the fuel points, which is very important. Partly just to deny Vonivan it so he doesn't pull too far ahead of Price, but of course we'll ensure he gets so he can get his panzers out, because right now I'm reasonably sure Price's main objective is just pulling up panzers as fast as possible. Just bring down their Pioneers, firing away with MP40s at a not very effective range. T-70 fixed up, Scout car just waiting. Concentrating down here. And these versus the advancing conscripts, can't TKs versus Mosin guns. The Grenadiers are likely to get overwhelmed. I mean, there's some Grenadiers nearby to support, and theoretically the riflemen in the right place could have an effect here, but yeah, the T-70 in this case, they just force a full retreat here. Panzerjägers might not be able to intercede and actually save the Pioneers getting sniped. Too slow with the Pan. Okay, actually going to try to spring them up here, but in this case too slow. One rocket hits, but still quite lost over Price for the Groß Deutschland. And once more Vonivan just hits the cuff bomb there. Very good work. Very good and effective harassment here from Vonivan. So Pomacor this going, and Price will actually be able to go for a Panzer IV. That's getting ahead of Price in terms of armour. Very good work there for Price. Very good work, and they'll probably give us the best chance of things sort of really pulling ahead of Vonivan here, since the early game was very much under Vonivan's thumbs here. Very oppressive Marxist thumbs. Going points here, points there. Some mines have been laid down there. For now, of course, we can consider more. No tech up yet, though. And the slower he isn't taking up, of course, the more time for now, or Price has just getting them out of his Panzer IV. In particular, since Vonivan doesn't really have any other counters, so he could actually be forced to go for the issue 6, which of course would delay his mechanized armor company. So this is definitely something that could be potentially good for Price. Flares are up there, basically figuring out what Price is up to, and of course getting an easy shot there for the sniper. But he did not flare Price's base, so he doesn't know how far Price is ahead in tech. I mean, of course, you can assume that Price is going to be pushing for medium armor as soon as possible, because that's what they all do. In most cases, anyways. I mean, almost all of them do. So obviously, in that regard, Vonivan might be a surprise, though, of course, it then doesn't quite add up with the rest of his actions, which, again, are a bit lacking for dealing with such a thing. Pioneer's wipe, that's another wipe for Price. His unit preservation there's certainly been slacking off a bit. Panzer IV out, though. Panzerkampfwagen 4. Price, I definitely think, needs another Pioneer squad. Should also consider some more infantry, at least some machine guns to back stuff up with. I believe Vonivan should at least be hearing the rumble of the Panzer IV moves ahead here, so he should soon be getting something to deal with it. What he's taking out. But so far, neither of those two things are happening here for Vonivan. Neither of those two things. He's laying down more mines, which is good, though these two might be a bit too close. Now we got the Panzer IV out. More Panzergrenadier here for Price, for Deutschland. And we got assault rifles up for the Stormtrooper. That's a really good upgrade. Very good choice there by Price. Great to see someone who understands and appreciates the power of the Sturmgewehr and the Stormtroopers. There you go. Vonivan taking up. A bit belated here, and so that's going to give Price more time to do more fun stuff with his Panzer IV. Of course, not objectively fun, but subjectively, but you know, that's all warfare for you. Panzer IV getting blasted some off the conscripts there. Rushing out the mechanized armor company as Vonivan suddenly realizes he's actually a bit behind in the armor race, despite, you know, us being ahead on the map. Guardsmen then moving in, pick up the Panzer IV, pick up Storms. They could also threaten and flanking their vets need 2, meaning their assault rifles are going to be quite nasty here for Vonivan to deal with. Stormtroopers, though, actually falling back. They're going to try and wait up and set up an ambush there for some of the Vonivan's troops. T-Fed there for Vonivan, grabbing points in the east for the Panzergrenadier. Panzerjägers hiding out there using ambush camouflage. Very good, very good. Definitely one way of trying to bait them into, like, you know, more active range of the Panzer VI and then just, you know, punch a few holes into them. T-Fed they're halfway done for Vonivan. But he used tactical advance. He's just going to let low. There we go, tactical advance. They're being shredded. Veggie to tactical advance. Really effective. As you can see, the Crump's almost getting wiped out. There we go, full wipe, full wipe. Second unit there could very well suffer this almost same fate, and there we go. One squad wiped, another one forced to retreat. Really good use there of ambush alongside tactical advance. That's really an amazing combo there, and just caused massive damage there to Vonivan. A full wipe is going to put Vonivan quite far behind there at this stage, since he's already lost quite a bit of infantry. So map control wise, it's actually going to be striking a bit now versus Price, who's got more infantry, and he has a medium tank, though of course now Vonivan does have one as well. Vonivan likely, or Price will likely to go for Stu to deal with that, though he could try and set up for a Panzer IV, but there you go, Stu on the way. But combine the Stu, the Panzer IV and the Panzer VI, the T-55 would actually suffer a bit here versus Price. Mark very reluctant in trying to ensure he gets that Panzer IV before Price builds up too much of an armoured force. Panzer VI fly, and there you go, T-55 falls back. Back here, troops healing and forcing. Also, fun fact about the Panzer VI, early models of it actually required the user to wear a gas mask due to the toxic fumes that be expelled, and apparently all that needed to be fixed was just a small shield that is now there on the side of it to help protect the face from some of these noxious fumes. Fun fact. And of course there's the issue of the backblast, like don't ever stand behind someone firing a Panzer VI or a Panzerfaust. You're not going to end up having a fun time. But there you go, Stu 3G out here for Price. Same backblast, by the way, is why he generally had to clear out everything in a house and open the windows, all of the doors. He wanted to fire a Panzer VI or a Panzerfaust from inside. Otherwise, you get yourself killed from the backblast. Then he's being overwhelmed by conscripts, engineers hanging back, but again, Vonivan really needs to replace his infantry. More guardsmen at this stage, I think, would be probably one of the better ways. Maybe sneaking in a few conscripts just to merge, but he definitely should not be operating with that little infantry versus Price with such a large force. In the west, these stormtroopers, they're slightly duking out there with the conscripts. And T-70 dealing with some advantage on the east, bringing up the eastern side. There's Price, tries to pressure Vonivan. Stormtroopers just seem to form back here to hide by the western fuel point, hoping to maybe bait his opponent. And there we go, we got more Panzerschrecks up for Price. So again, he's experimenting a lot more with Panzerschreck builds overall. And in this case, I mean, a thing to keep in mind about the Panzerschrecks versus the anti-tank guns is essentially two Panzerschrecks do more damage in one volley than an anti-tank does in a single hit, but on the other hand, they have less range and accuracy. But of course, you sort of do it correctly, I mean, you can end up doing a lot of damage to tanks. And that regard, the buff will certainly help that out by making just a bit more accurate at longer range. Of course, combining with ambush camouflage makes them more likely to get the enemy tanks into more effective range. So a few fun facts there. Plus, the Panzerschrecks have the advantage. If they get outmaneuvered by a tank, they can still fire easily. I mean, a pack has to turn around, the Panzerschrecks can just fire. So they do have some advantages in that sense. Stu opening the T-35. There we go, ambush, Panzerschrecks at the engineers, doesn't quite work out. And there you go, just full retreat, that's a Garden win. And the rest of their Panzer catching the scout car, could finally take it out, he finally put Vonivan's M3A1 out of its misery, almost got it. Almost, but gets it! Down it goes. Definitely a good job there for Vonivan keeping alive for as long as he did. That didn't quite come out the mouth the way it's supposed to. Stuke falling back, noting no upgrades for the Stuke or the Panzer IV. He definitely should consider that. He could also consider another Stuke soon. Panzer IV is gasping. Vonivan is still rather slack with his infantry, despite having plenty of manpower. I mean, even if he goes for some night, he can still easily get out of T-35 and say just goes for a guard squad. So I definitely feel like this is a bit of a mistake that Vonivan. There you go, another T-35 can soon go for guardsmen. Or you should at least go for some conscripts, but there definitely needs to be more than just two infantry squads in this fight. A lot of Panzerschrecks there, doesn't really hit anything, but they're not supposed to hit infantry, obviously. Ceasing to east for the Faserland. Got that T-35 opening up. Tearing into the fascists with 85mm of hot Soviet death. There we go. Vonivan finally calling in some more guardsmen, equipping with the DP lock machine guns. Good, good. Definitely feel like that was a bit of an issue. He was just sitting about with that little infantry for so long. And there we go. Engaging the Panzer IV. Shot bounces. A bit lucky there for Price. Bit lucky. Second shot, though, does not bounce even remotely. And we got the Panzer pulling hitting straight to the Comms engineers. Lots of rockets flying, and none of them hit, obviously. Another Panzer IV there for Price for the Groß Deutschland Panzerdivision. There you go. Vonivan's going on the assault. T-35 supported by the T-70, which is spotting ahead here. Pilots covers, as I mentioned, flanking attempts, or just to help you deal with things. Goes in here to the base. Bit risky. Of course, with the Panzerschrecks nearby, that could easily get very ugly. But of course, is aware of this and just pulls back, but still gets a few hits there. Sadly, isn't able to finish off Price's armor. Is he going to try again? Going for the bunkers, covering the machine or base entrances. Interesting choice there by Vonivan. I mean, of course, could that way get away with raiding Price's base with infantry. There you go, lots of rockets. In this case, sufficiently enough rockets connect to take the T-35 down to half health. But he needs to pull back. Then we got two Panzer IV. Stu almost good to go as well there. Grenadiers wiped, that's definitely good here for Vonivan. A wipe against Price is going to put Price in a slightly less favourite position now versus Vonivan. And Vonivan again hits the car points, denies Price as much fuel as possible, of course allowing him to build up more armoured forces in the longer run. So good work there. He should also, I think, lay down more mines while he can. I mean, the harder he can make it for Price to escape out of his base using his tanks as sort of the spearhead, I would say the better. And there you go, we could see another ambush here, and there you go, catching the guardsman. In this case, I think Price popped the ambush a bit too early. Super close to the Zvetti and the Stormtroopers. And I think waited a bit longer, he probably could have done a lot more damage, and I think successfully gotten a wipe than the Guardsman. So, bit trigger there, I think, bit trigger. Victory points whilst the price is certainly behind Vonivan by quite a bit. And he needs to get his T-35s there fixed up. Pioneer setting out, Stug moving ahead as well. Then we got the Panzerjägers moving about. Stormtroopers there back at base for some healing reinforcement, as they definitely need that. Snipers hanging about there, 16 kills, T-7 moving up, ready to spot. And we got the T-35s that very much awaiting repairs. Doubling these will certainly assist for now with this. And we got a third guard squad. So there you go. Now it's got the sufficiently large infantry complement out. That's very good. Now I can sort of much more well face off against Price. Fight him on a much more level ground. Of course, also play more aggressively. So, plus, I mean, if they're all guardsmen, I mean, that's also some more threats to the armour and the infantry at the same time. As long as you don't do anything too silly with the guardsmen. There you go, Panther Road change to the guardsmen. Shots fired. Gonna do something up there, ambushing from some bushes with a light machine gun. Shoot, Fritz, shoot! They'll never see it coming until it's too late. There you go, guardsmen falling back. In this case, the ambush grenadiers with light machine guns turned out to be surprisingly effective. Well, for those who probably don't know, that ambush camouflage is actually a pretty good ability to actually get, and it's pretty cheap as well. Second Panther moving up, Guardsmen doing what they can, but out in the open they are somewhat exposed here, as there's now two Panther forces, and they are found themselves very short on anything to assist. Both T-34 forces now good to go here for Vonivan for the 7th Mechanized Corps, as Price and the Groß Deutschland prepares for the next big attack. Oh, Guardsmen flanking up behind here, though they might encounter some unexpected resistance. Undecided. T-34 moving and tanking here. The Stormtroopers, the Panzers there. They got rockets flying, 45 million guns and 85 million guns also unleashing hell. Panzer is almost wiped out. Guardsmen close to getting wiped out though. Oh, guard wipe. No, there wasn't a wipe. There wasn't a wipe. It was close. It was close. Going in for the Panther 4. Flanking it. Shots flank. None of them hit though. He does get marked vehicle off, but that's really bad luck there for Vonivan. Not a single hit there on the Panther 4. Then he finally gets shot off and it bounces. Ooh, that's gotta feel bad though. That's gotta feel bad for Vonivan. That is some pretty bad luck. Stug there forcing Vonivan to fall back for now. Vonivan here can consider going for a T-35 more soon, or he could consider going for an H-35, which with all the Panther forces and Stug's out could be an idea since it does have a higher range than those. Could lastly help pressure Price a bit more. More mines, I still think would be a good idea for Vonivan. And maybe he could also begin considering back-taking for some Maximus or mortars, just to slightly increase the sort of range of tools he's got available here to try and beat the Price with. Price going for some replacement Grenadiers, not Stormtroopers or say Panzer Grenadier, just regular Grenadiers. Second Stug almost done as well here for the Groß Deutschland. And there you go. Vonivan's Guardsmen advance. Strain to fire from the Grenadiers to the light machine gun blazing away. And there you go, Panther 4's moving up. Second Stug ready. There we go, not hitting the Guardsmen, half the squad gone, and a single explosive hit there from the Panzer 4. As the 5th Panzer Grenadier Company continues the advance here, supported by elements of the 3rd Panzer Company. For the Panzer Grenadier Company 5. Meanwhile, the 127th Mechanized Brigade continues to push against fascism here. Panther 4 coming on the flank, still on push ahead. Pioneer Stormtroopers moving in. Ooh, Grenadiers close getting wiped out. Need to be careful, need to be careful. There's highlight good wipe. Oh, he's going to get wiped. He's going to get wiped, I think, unless he gets really lucky. And yeah, he didn't. But he almost in the chain gets a counter wipe there. But that was not well done there by Price. A bit costly. Now the Grenadiers score this side, he can upgrade the light machine guns and fill up the ambush camouflage if he wants to. Bit of a stalemate between the two. I mean, Vonivan's basically got the victory point leader of Price, but Price is sure building up a larger force in some ways than Vonivan, though population cap-wise they're actually pretty close to each other. Back here, reinforcement. Oh, basically the Grenadiers just waiting for something to do, I guess, would be more accurate. Additional pioneers there for Price to repairs armor. Storms from being hit. They're unsupported though, even if they are actually freeing, you know, heroes of Germany. They might struggle a bit with all those guys. There you go, got hit the dirty from them. Tactical advance at this range, I'm not convinced that's a good idea as the Guardsman. Even in the heavy cover, but apparently it works out really well since they're not in heavy cover. So that's a surprise, actually. That is a surprise. Still, it is great to see someone actually make consistent use of tactical advantage. It's a really great ability. I think it's sort of one thing that gets overlooked a lot on Stormtroopers. T-55 T7 moving up the east side. Pioneers being swept away by the armoured fist there of Stalin. Panzer force moving up to the Guardsman that comes in the centre. Flares going down. Stuke's hanging back. Panzer Grenadiers all supporting here. Got the H-85 moving in here. And there you go. Guards walk out. Quite lost there for Vonivan. Panzer force change to the H-85 here. Decides to pull away, second shot penetrates the Panzer IV, taken down to less than half health. Stuke's making a set to try and take on the H-85. First shot hits the Panzer IV still. Getting rushed here, he's got no troops to get through the punish it. In the mines are particularly laid up to try. Oh. Ah, close there, close. Stuke falls back, and there you go. We got the T-55 trying to flank here, We got the Panzer IV still on the way, H-85 moving in. Taking heavy damage here for the Panzer IV's blocking. Got the Panzer Grenadiers moving in. Oh dear, and full volley takes out the T-55, leading Vonivan's shot one tank. And he's not gotten any of Price's armor. There you go. Panzer IV bombarding, taking out numerous Russian infantrymen. Guardsman left to die in the middle of everything. T-55 tries to get off hit, but it just fails. Panzer IV continues to slowly back here as Vonivan slowly moves ahead. H-85 in dying repairs back here, reinforcement. And we got the T-70 here, Veteran T2. Immediate work happening there for Price to fix up his Panzer IV, in particular his almost ace Panzer IV. That's going to be a shame to lose that one for him. An absolute shame. So what's Vonivan going to do now? I mean, he's just suffered some nasty losses there. Losing a tank and a guard squad. Plus, we're just suffering high attrition amongst the rest of his forces. But certainly put a bit of bind there. Yeah, I do feel like there's a lack of minds here. Oh, LMG-42 dropped. That is not a good trait there for Price. A TP light machine gun for an LMG-42. That is pretty bad. And there you go. Vonivan's now the one with the LMG-42. Look at me, Dimitri. I'm a fascist. He admitted to it. Quickly reported to the commissar. Yet, it was a joke. Fixing up the H-5, T-55 repairs as well. He's got the field for another one. Of course, he might just consider trying going for double H-5s versus this. He's also not putting a lot of pressure on the west side. He's sort of focusing more on the centre now, which certainly makes it easier for Price to defend there. Price aiming here for 3rd Panzer IV. H-5 fixed up. Need to get that T-55 going, and he needs to get grab the point there. More flares for now, certainly being careful over this Price. There we go, Panzer IV's advancing. Still noting no Pillmont machine guns for any of the Panzer IVs, but you do feel it's a bit of a shame here for Price, but they're still having quite an impact on Vonivan's troops, in particular when they're not using cover. That only makes it really easy for the Panzer IVs to deal with. There we go, super close to Veteran 3, just needs to slightly slice off some health on the guard squad. There we go, H-5 lands a good hit in the Panzer IV's frontal armour. Veterans 1 here gaining the H-5, Panzer 1 was a bit too close. Can't see it though, and it pulls away. And these comes there pushed back by Grenadiers and the Panzer IV. The Grenadiers wanting their bloody light machine gun back. Flank here with the Engineers. Could have used focus that soon, I think, to have a chance at the Panther 4. But there you go. We can see Price just immediately blitzes where he does not want to lose his Panther 4 there for very obvious reasons. For now, and then for a bit of resources, definitely consider some more armor or more tank destroyers. Either way, I think the decision just needs to be made here. And there you go. T-Fed goes for the Panther 4. Vonivan sends a chance to get a tank knocked out of the fight. But fortune in this case seems to favour Price. There you go, another hit. There's second issue found for Vonivan. It's going to go for 2 T-Fed 2 HD5 so versus Price's 3 Panther 4s, 2 Stooks. Stook moving ahead here. Not a lot of mines here. Again, there's a lack of mines, which makes it overall a lot easier for Price to move about his armour freely. And taking out Vonivan's got a lot of munitions, so like he can easily afford to just like flood the field with mines, but he's not doing it. So I think it's a bit of a strategic area there by Vonivan, which overall is just making it pretty easy for Price to just, you know, blitz around like it's Barbarossa. But there you go, second issue 5. Forming up a nice little tank destroyer unit. Guards advancing. We've got the stormtroopers waiting here, not fully reinforced though. Still nice ambush position, getting off a few hits here and there. Doesn't have domination to do anything though, and with the support of the Panthers, they'll force a full retreat here. In the center, they're trying to pull through, but they are encountering way too much resistance here. The sniper and the engineers definitely making that a very unlikely prospect for them to survive if they don't retreat soon. Panzerjäger's moving up here. I mean, the H-85 in particular is going to need a minefield to protect them just from the Pentagon that's trying to rush them with that on Maxims. And there goes Spotted laying down the mines. A bit too slow there for Vonivan, a bit too slow. Though he's got still a massive victory point lead over here for Price. I mean, you know, as long as they're not too silly, he should still have a chance. Now we got a COH2 rocket launcher to help deal with all the infantry supporting Price's Panzerwaffe. Though again, he's got a sizable armored force now. I mean, we got an Ace Panther 4, 2 other Panther 4s, including one very close to T2. And we got 2 Stooks, of which one is also very close to T2. Oh dear. Forced retreat right past all of Price's forces there. But they do survive that gauntlet. Another push forward here with little cover though. They're easy prey for the Panthers, and particularly the Ace one with its high rate of fire. Rather risks punishing Vonivan pretty harshly for that move there. And there you go, she fires prime carrying fire, but still the guards now forced off the field. Panther down to half health. Almost taking out this. The main gun is knocked out there on Lieutenant Oberblitzers. Gun tank there. T-Fed moving up the eastern side. Katusha is ready to shoot some fascists into tiny bits. And there goes straight in the Pentagon. Going to hold in the center. Oh, there we go. Half them gone. But he gets one of the H-85s. They're quite a loss there for Vonivan. Panzerjäger's into that double Stook combo. Rather resulting in the total destruction of an H-85. Bad news for Vonivan. Very bad news. And sadly didn't get a white in return. So this certainly is only getting challenging here for Vonivan. And he's fighting a lot of munitions. Like, he really needs to lay down some mines. He needs to do whatever he can to just slow down any advance here from Price now. And now he's leading H-85 to be flanked by the Panther Force. The Stook just rotated. He's just using, I think, the Stook as bait, to be honest. And there you go. Got the Stook though. But we got the Panther Force, and he gets the H-85. Now, for now, it's down to just a single T-34-85 and a Katusha here versus Price's sizable armored forces. I think at this stage, Vonivan might have to consider taking back for a supporting company here. And a field gun or two. Because right now the odds do look a bit stacked here against Vonivan with the losses that Price is inflicting on him. And these are the Guardsmen versus Grenadiers. DP, Light Machine and the LMG-42 forces back. The Guardsmen here didn't help them in negative cover. Not really good position for fighting against Grenadiers with a lot of light machine guns. Anti-wielding control there, engaging that fascist, and there we go, marked vehicle. But nothing to really take advantage of it with. And another Stuke there for price for the Groß Deutschland. Got the Constable running ahead here. Forcing price to pull back his Panzer Force fast as possible. Got the Stuke moving out. Other Stuke falling back as well. No pin machine guns for any of his armour though. None at all. Guess he just doesn't think it's necessary or important. Needs to T-54 for successful push back the Grenadiers there. Got Engineers following up to support. But will he be able to really sort of do enough damage to price fast enough? Will Vonivan just consideration 60 just trying that would deal with all these armoured forces, but then again versus the more armoured Panzer force with the veterans here, that might not quite work out as well. So it's a good question here what Vonivan's planning. There you go, Katyusha barrage going off. Getting some of the Panzers, got the T-44 getting the Panzer 4. Next 2 there on the T-45, very good, very good. Increased rate of fire, Panzer 4 down to half health. £100 points left here for price, 100 points left, 392 there for Vonivan. So we'll see what happens next here. Stuke, Panther 4 there, both veterans moving ahead. And slightly back again. Another H-5 here for Vonivan, another tank destroyer. Unity targeted the Panther 4 with 38 kills. Impressive work there by Price, impressive work. Fuel cache power there still standing for Vonivan, still planning with plenty of resources with which to destroy the Hitlerites. Third H-85 tank shot here for Vonivan for the Rodina. Got the petrol thing, there you go, shot fire, missed. T-55 they're being repaired up. Now the cash is under fire from Price, there you go, H-85 lands on the Panther 4. Another hit, Panther 4's rolling hit, we got Blitzkrieg, we got Blitzkrieg. He's not using Breakthrough though, which is always an ability to consider using, since that's basically a mass Blitzkrieg for fuel instead of munitions. Got one in the Panther Force, but he's about to lose his H-85 here, and the problem is he only got the least veteran one. He did not get the Ace Panther 4, the highly veteran, almost Ace Panther 4. Now his T-55 is in a lot of trouble here. He's got the main gun of it. He's got a Katyusha fire here, but it's too slow, too slow. This is looking pretty bad here for Vonivan. Almost got the Panzer 4 there with the rockets, but now instead the Katyusha's going to be assaulted with the Panzer 4. There he goes, shoots. Almost got her there with the almost Ace Panzer 4. Ah, he missed. God damn it, Fritz, it's not moving. How can you miss? It's his range. There we go, Fritz. Have a star. But this is made out of tinfoil. Yeah, well, you missed, so you don't get a nice star. But you do get a star. Putting back the Panzer 4 here, 21 kills. That is 2 Ace Panzer 4s. That is pretty impressive to watch. There's certainly, I think, a reflection, partly a bit of the luck at times for Price off, but still also just good handling with Panzer 4s, because you don't get 2 veteran 3 Panzer 4s without some skill. Another T-55 there for Vonivan. And again, this is where, you know, a lot of mines was just helped up Vonivan a ton. Like, he tried to pull that move with their mines, he just got stuck and destroyed by all the tank destroying T-55. But again, for whatever reasons, Vonivan, despite having the missions for it, it's just not very good with the mines. And that is really just sort of giving Price a bit of an advantage, since again that means he can play his tanks a lot more aggressively without having to worry about anything. And in this case, that means 2 veteran D3 Panzer 4s, which is generally bad news for anyone on the receiving end, since the Panzer 4s are highly mobile and gain a higher rate of fire, making them very lethal for infantry, but also armor, to be honest, if you know how to flank. It's another T-45 here for Vonivan for the motherland. Snipers though still alive, but ambushed there by the grenadiers and their sword. Almost got a wipe, and the snipers just got half the unit with a single burst. So, you know, ambush camouflage is pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, grenade off here. Punch it was the Gauss. The Gauss is doing alright, and there you go. Got the T-45 moving in here. Forcing away the Panzerjägers from the centre victory point. Hunting for these ones as well there. Hoping to just bleed out for Price, I think, at this stage. Stuke's going in for the hunt. No Panther 4s yet. They're still being repaired. And for now, he's just trying to get his T-45 out of there before it gets knocked out. Panther 4 moving out. Gauging the guardsman head on. We got 44 kills. 45. There you go, both Stooks rolling back, having been unable to find the T-45. They decide not to linger more than necessary, but there you go. 72 points left here for Price, 72. 69. Another Panther 4 there for Price. Another Panzer 4 for the Große Deutschland Panzerdivision. Vonivan's forces are battered quite aggressively. He's basically at this stage just banking on bleeding out with victory points, trying to avoid any engagement unless he absolutely has to fight, but he just tries to keep Price running around across the map and just, you know, leave some points and defenders can seize them. Even got a demo charge there. Counters there fighting a very lopsided engagement to defend the western victory point. They have to retreat soon. All the infantry, and for that matter the Ace Panzer 4s, do not make this an enviable task there for Vonivan's conscripts. And there we go, almost got a wipe here. The Panther 4s are hot in pursuit. And there you go. Vonivan is down just now. A guard squad, an engineer squad, a sniper team, and a T-45. He's going for S-6s now. Certainly, I think, indicating how desperate Vonivan is now here versus Price. He's trying and win out this fight. But can he do it? Can he wrest control the victory punch long enough now versus Price to actually win this? Was he just all lost? Issue 6 on the way, they're almost done. So again, versus all of this, like, even the Issue 6, if he gets a bunch of them, I think it'll find themselves having a hard time. And these are for now, right, it doesn't have a lot for them to work with. Not even a decent amount of infantry. It's like the odds for Vonivan are very low. T-45, they're being fixed up. Sniper fire, 33 kills. Panther 4 moving hit, shoots and misses. And there you got the Encirclement moving in and opening up, misses the Panther 4, and of course signals to Price. He has to contend with that. These guns moving in. There you go, demo charge a bit too off soon, to be honest. I think Fernando's a bit too quick on the trigger finger. He's up against the vets and he fleek on this with a light machine gun. Not surprised that assault on the retreat there for Fernando. He's there you go, then they hit the mine. Then he retreats. Walking past the spot of the demo charge, in which case if the demo charge had been there, could have then gotten a wipe on their grenadiers. Vonivan flooding a bit of manpower. Mortar team out now. We got bunkers going up to help defend the victory points. Price does not want to get rushed. But a heavy mortar, I mean, could perhaps have been useful earlier in the game, but now it just seems like Vonivan is just being silly. Right, wrong though, got the F-60 for the full back, starts flying away there, close to getting wide. Got the Stuke though. Mark vehicle off, Panther 4 continuing ahead there, second one moving ahead, guards doing what they can. T-5 almost done, H-6 lands good hit in the rearm of the Panther 4, which has been marked. but he's about to lose the H16. But there you go, good hit to 4, losing the H16M hit to Price and the Großdeutschland. Utter carnage here as most of Vonivan's remaining forces are being obliterated by the armored knight here of the Dritte Reich. Taking Stug down, almost got the T-45 there, got 50 kills on his Ace Panzer IV. Getting buttoned up, they're taking hits, they've got the other Panzer going in, we got the other Ace leading ahead. There you go, falling back with the damaged Ace there, the 50 to kill 1. Going straight for the base here off Vonivan, crashing men under treads. Almost got the T-45 there, almost got it. So close yet so far. Okay, machine gun fire here, T-45 continues to roll back. Trying to avoid here, getting caught up with the T-45. Very good preservation there by Price. He's not risking anything versus Vonivan now. And there you go, another Stug for Price, another Stug. We did kind of throw away some of the Stugs there for you. There we go, Panzer 6, and he gets the T-45, leaving Vonivan once more without any tanks, barely any infantry, and barely any other map. Got more to hit there though. Machine gun bunker locks down the west side. Whatever shall Vonivan do? Bit late there for tactical advance. And there you go, GG, game over. Loss here for Vonivan. A victory for the fatherland, a victory for the Großdeutschland Panzerdivision, breaking through the lines of the 7th Mechanized Corps and push them back. It's certainly an aggressive fight here with a lot of back and forth between Vonivan and Price. There in the early game, the Vonivan really was in the lead, but the mid game, I think he sort of made some mistakes. They're too slow in taking up, but also a lack of mines really allowed Price to be a lot more aggressive once he finally built up a sizable force of tanks. Had there been enough mines, I think Price would have struggled to rule, and Vonivan had a better chance of turning the game around. But instead, he just allowed his stuff to get rushed and overrun. Another option for Vonivan would have been a supporting company here with some field guns, maybe some max, and that way sort of deal with things. But I would say a pretty impressive fight. Good use of encirclement by Price with stormtroopers and ambush training. Could have used other doctrine, but even that just is great itself. Vonivan, I think, also reasonable use of the doctrine. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, tell your friends, share it with everyone. If not, send any feedback in the comment section. And if you wish to support, you can donate by PayPal, or you can pledge on Patreon. Links in the video description. This is Imperial Lensing. Cheers. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you tomorrow for a nice episode. Bye.